So we have if error. We have if error. If error returns a value you specify if the formula evaluates to an error, otherwise return the result of the formula. So let's quickly check how to use if error. So let's assume we have 0 and we have 12 and we want to divide them. So let's go to our formula bar. So we want to divide by 12, that is to say, we want to divide this by 0. So if you press it, you will notice that it will bring out diff error. Diff error is uh this is how what's it called? Excel will bring out an error, that is diff 0, that is it is error. That is to say you can't divide 12 by 0. So how do you handle it? Now you understand that maybe some part of your data might be having some problems and you want it to handle it very well. That is to say, you want it to be like, oh, I don't want it to write diff error. I just want it to write something else. Maybe you should tell me to recheck. You should tell me to do something. So that is when you use if error. So let's use if error, because if error, then what is the value that we want to make use of? A divided by 0. That is to say, then what if what is the value of your if error? Sorry, let's do it again. If error, then good. So we need to give a value. So what is the value that we want to say? So if this calculation is going to throw an error, then I want you to tell me that, okay, please kindly recheck. Please recheck. So I want to say, please recheck. That is to say, you're telling me to please recheck my command. So, or recheck my formula. So if I write this, then so it's telling me to recheck. That is to say, this particular formula is wrong. You understand? So this particular formula is wrong. So let's go quickly create something simple in a way. So let's quickly create something simple. So let's do 1. Okay. So let's do the same thing here. So 1, 12, 2, 12, 3, 12. So let's copy this upward. Let's copy this code or cut this code and take it here. So then we've already done if error lk equals to. So let's drag it down. Let's drag it down so that it can actually work on others. So let's drag it down. So when we drag it down, you notice that, okay, so if you drag it down, you will notice what is returning. So it's returning value now. We have 0, 12, 1, 2. So now it's saying Now, what we did was 12 divided by 0. When you say 12 divided by 0, it is going to throw an error. You understand? So, and once you say 12 divided by 1, it is 12. 12 divided by 2, it is what? 6. 12 divided by 3, it is 4. Right? That's what we want to do. So, if you say 12 divided by 0, it's going to throw an error. So, that is to say, 0 is indivisible. So, so this is if error. So let's assume you have some formulas, you have some data that you are not sure of, and you want to work on large data. So and you want to know if there is an error. So and you don't want it to throw you don't want it to be if div error or something, excel normal commands when it's throw error. You just want to use your own command. Maybe when you use your own command, you can easily use your command to check if there is some part of your data that is having an error, then you use if error for it.